The 1% Rule by Tommy Baker. This book is about having a goal and being able to practically achieve that goal with the right approach and Mince it. It's about making that 1% traction towards achieving your goal consistently each day, week, and month. Principle number 1, Mince it in perspective. The book outlines some of the most common Mince it and perspective pitfalls that make giving up on achieving a goal that we have. The expectation myth. Having the wrong expectations about achieving a level of success, having sky-high expectations can overwhelm you and put you out of sync to what will happen in reality. Quitting your job and trying to make 10 grand in a matter of months, this is a hugely over-ambitious expectation, and you are likely not to meet that target. When we don't meet these expectations, we then often quit and say, it did not work out, or, it was not meant to be. However, it's not that you failed, it was setting the wrong expectations that was the mistake. Our level of commitment has to match our level of success that we want. Average effort will result in average results, but consistent small amounts of effort can accumulate over time, but at a slower rate. Like a droplet of water can very slowly fill up a bathtub, but large amounts of effort or water droplets can fill up the bathtub a lot quicker. The be-all, end-all myth. This is about having the perfect and final vision of your success at the beginning of your journey. Most success stories always involve an important pivot point along the way. Instagram did not start out as a photo-sharing app. They saw an opportunity and pivoted, which made them into a success. Release the pressure that you have to have the perfect goal or vision in mind before you get started. Reality will present you with all sorts of challenges and obstacles, which means you will have to pivot, time and time again. You just have to get started and in the game. The perfect timing myth. There is no perfect time to start. Avoid making excuses and get started right now. The challenge myth. You get started, you launch your new product or service, and then you hit your first major challenge. You have to reframe challenges as feedback to grow yourself, or your product or services. Challenges provide you with real-world clarity with what is not working, instead of having assumed clarity. Challenges should be welcomed as indicators of your strengths, weakness, opportunities, and threats. Be adaptable and be able to change in order to succeed in the real world. Reframe your challenges and failure as your best friend in order to succeed, and it will become one of your best teachers. All success stories involve many years of hustling and being committed to the journey. Principle number 2, the biggest thing that motivates us when trying to reach a goal is progress. Progress is the biggest thing that gives us the motivation to keep on going along the path. In order to get motivated, we have to aim to achieve 1% of progress each day, week, or month, depending on the goal. Generally, if we can make 1% progress each day in our goals, then we will notice all of the 1% adding up over the months of the year. The formula to follow for success is daily application, which includes the 1% progress, plus time, equals success. It's all about incremental progress over a prolonged period of time. 1% growth over the year, 365 days, would mean you make 3.65 times return in results, or growth towards your goal. So in a year you could have almost 4 times more money, healthier, better relationships, or 4 times more awareness or consciousness when meditating. Exponential growth. Growth is not always linear. Sometimes you have super exponential growth that can catapult you much faster toward your goals. The 1% rule builds the foundation of steady growth each day, while still having those days of exponential growth as well. Principle number 3, the code, setting the foundation. Setting a strong foundation is very important in times of doubt and challenge. The code is a checklist of things to do and follow when times get tough along the journey. They're falling in love with the process. The truth of the matter is that you very rarely remember reaching the mountaintop. Those moments represent 5% of the entire journey. Most of the stuff you remember is the 95% of actually taking action, and the work involved in the process towards reaching your goals. Aim to fall in love with the process as much as the outcome. You will spend 95% of your time deep in the process, rather than achieving those successes or goals, so try and enjoy this part. Do it every day and focus on mastering your craft, or being the best you can be. Having a full-time vision and doing a part-time are two different things. Your expectation will not match the commitment level, and you will likely be disappointed. Intensity matters less than consistency. The 1% rule is based around you moving forward 1% every day. Principle number 3, reward your commitment. We often get stuck in the mindset of what we have not done or achieved, and lose clarity of our progress that we have already made. We want to switch our focus from time to time to what we have achieved, which builds momentum and encouragement. Principle number 4, the ingredients for success. What are the real ingredients to success? They are focus, persistence, and endurance. Focus is the ability to zoom in on a specific task, eliminating all other distractions at one time. To practically implement focus in your life, when using the 1% rule each day, use the Pomodoro Method. The Pomodoro Method is a simple little focusing tool. You do 25 minutes of hyper-focus, 10 minutes of rest, and then back onto another 25 minutes of hyper-focus, repeated in a cycle loop. Focus can be your secret weapon over your competitors, and a hugely powerful practical tool to make your goals come true. Focus allows you to make things happen in the present moment. The key is to work and develop your focus, like a muscle growth in the gym from working out, to make it a powerful tool in your arsenal. When trying to achieve a goal, it's about making your brain addicted to focus rather than distraction. By rewarding yourself for doing strong sessions of focus, your brain will instantly make the link between work and reward, making it far easier for your brain to focus on a task. Try doing the Pomodoro Method, then reward yourself with a coffee, a hot chocolate, a computer game break, or whatever provides you with an emotional reward for your brain persistence. Sticking with it through all the highs and lows, failures and victories. It's important to have an inspiring vision that makes you persistent towards your goals. You have to know where you're going or why you're trying to reach it. When we are moving towards our goals, we often get caught up in our emotions, and this can stop us moving forward. You want to be able to stay persistent even when you're experiencing negative emotions. Doubt, despair, and fear. We have to detach from these feelings and make sure to not identify with them. You risk falling into a victim mentality and quitting, even when you are moving toward your goal. However, it may not feel like challenges are part of the journey. Overcoming those challenges only makes your goal a matter of time, rather than a fantasy. Endurance. Anybody can get started, if you can endure. It's about playing the long game. It's having the mentality that you're going to work towards your goals for years, not weeks or months. This releases the pressure of trying to get big results in a very short amount of time. Remember that, to achieve success in reality, your expectation has to match your commitment input. You will only go as fast as you are willing to go. How much effort and commitment are you willing to put in to reach your goal? If your expectation level is 100, and your commitment level is 10, then you're going to be disappointed as your expectation is too high, and your commitment is too low. You have to look at yourself with an honest lens and say, is my daily commitment to this goal matching the level of success that I expect in reality? Principle number 5, the 1% blueprint in action. Using this 3-step process, you can practically implement everything that has been spoken about so far. Apply this formula each day to embody the 1% rule each day. Ask yourself, is this task I am doing traction towards my goal or distraction away from my goal? What task can I do today that will make me move that 1% towards my goal? Aim for a simple, clear and purposeful day that moves you forward that 1% each day in your goals. Sort and identify the highest priority tasks that need completed. Make sure to fill your day with high priority and important tasks that actually move you closer towards your goals. Additionally, keep in mind Parkinson's law. If you give yourself 4 days to complete a task, you're more than likely to take 4 days to complete the task. If you gave yourself 1 day, you could have done the same task in 1 day. If there are low priority tasks on your schedule, put them off for another day. Clear a schedule for high priority and important tasks that actually move you closer towards your goals. Principle number 6, crafting your North Star vision. Vague visions lead to vague behaviors, which lead to vague results. You have to craft a very specific and clear vision for what you're trying to achieve in the next 3 to 5 years. Without a vision that is clear and specific, you'll get lost very easily because you don't know what you're aiming for. The North Star, Polaris, was used by ancient explorers as a means of direction when in the middle of desert. That same principle applies to you because when you're lost and negative emotions are overwhelmed by a challenge, the North Star vision stays consistent, keeping you on track and preventing you from getting lost along the way. Using the vegan principle for your North Star vision. When a vegan walks into a restaurant, 80% of the menu is off limits. They know immediately when to say yes or no to a food option based on what they value. Creating a crystal clear North Star vision should work in the same principle. When different opportunities come your way, you can easily say yes or no, because it has to align to your clear and specific North Star vision. Create a crystal clear vision for your life that sparks strong emotions within you. Identify the why reasons you want this North Star vision, and the specific details of what the vision look like when visualizing it. Principle number 7, reverse engineering. Avoid thinking how you will reverse engineer a certain outcome. This will overwhelm you, and you are likely to stop as there could be several hundred of small steps involved. Instead, focus on the small and big goals that would make your vision come to life, the big goals that would really move your dreams from a fantasy to a real-life reality. An easy way to think about reverse engineering is using an old Greek architecture building system way of thinking. The overall North Star vision represents the entire building completed, but the building is made up of larger rocks and smaller rocks that make that thing possible. Like Lego blocks, the smaller and larger rocks make up the structure as a whole, and these represent the tasks that really build your North Star vision into reality. The best way to explain this is by giving an example. Let's say the goal is to lose 10 pounds of weight within 6 months. Ask yourself, what are the big rocks and small rock tasks that make up that goal? The big rock tasks would be finding a sport that you really enjoy that can make burning calories enjoyable. Another big rock task would be putting in a new habit to play that sport twice a week with your friends. The smaller rock tasks would be eating a healthier diet, having a meal plan in place, tracking your calorie intake by reading the food labels of every meal and snack you eat. The big and small rocks tasks consist of the real needle movers in achieving a goal that you have. The larger pillars of architecture represent the major long-term goals that you're aiming for.